Welcome to episode 2 of the 10-part Bubble for Beginners series. In today's episode, we will be adding and signing in and signing up to your website, and we will add more properties to the messages so users can see who sent the message and what time it was sent. Without further ado, let's get into the video. To begin, let's open up a web browser of our choice. I'm going to use Safari because I'm on macOS. Right, head over to bubble.io. And with the account you used last episode, select the app you want to work on. Okay, once it's loaded, we need to start implementing our features. Let's begin by making the new pages we're going to use for today's episode. Create one page called Login, and another page called Sign Up. Okay, you've made 2 more pages. Now, it's time to start filling in the pages. Let me just put my laptop on Do Not Disturb. Alright, now it's time to start filling in these pages with elements and workflows. Firstly, let's do the Sign Up page. For this page, we're going to need 2 buttons, some text, and we're also going to need 4 inputs. Don't get multi-line, just regular input. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I know what you're thinking, this looks very messy. Well, you'd be right in thinking that. It does look messy, but don't worry, we are going to make this look good. So, I want you to put all of your... You know what, I'm going to put this on full screen. I want you to put all of your text boxes in a row, centered horizontally. To center an element horizontally in Bubble, right-click on it, and then on the menu select Center Horizontally. This will put the element in the middle of your page. I'm going to do this for each element now. Okay, so you've centered all your elements. Now it's time to start filling in the elements with properties. On the first text box, write in username. On the second, write in email. On the third, write in password. And on the fourth, write in confirm password. Alright, so you've written all of that in, and now your page is starting to take shape, but we still need to do these buttons. Now, I know what you're thinking. What are these buttons going to do? I know one is going to be register, but what's the other one? Well, the other one is going to be able to redirect us to the login page. We're going to start by downsizing our button. Remember, your page doesn't have to look exactly like mine. You can make it look however you want. That's the cool thing about Bubble. Alright, so I'm going to write in here, register, because this button will let them register an account. Now, putting this button down in the corner, I'm going to get my text. I'm going to press edit. I'm going to select this blank one here, so I'm going to select style. I'm going to click on the drop down, and I'm going to scroll all the way up to the top of that drop down menu, and I'm going to select the blank one. Now, I'm going to choose a font I think looks quite nice. I personally quite like this one, so I've chosen my font. Now we want to center the text and increase the size of it. Okay, now center that element horizontally again, and right inside of it, already have an account, ? This is going to make your page look really professional. The button is going to be incorporated into the text, so it's going to look very clean. Downsize your button. Right click on it, edit, and right inside, sign in. Now, this does not look very attractive if you ask me. To make it look attractive, we're going to press on Style, drop down menu, click on the blank box, and select the font you used for the rest of your text. I used Cuisine, so I'm going to select Cuisine. Now, change the colour of your text to the primary colour you want to be on your platform. I think I'm going to use purple, so I'll put that in. Now, on the background style, select None. This will give us a blank background on our button, meaning it's white behind. Well, transparent. Now scroll down on the Properties menu and on Shadow Style, select None. This is going to hide any sort of shadow. Now, I think that's all we need to do in here. Let's just go on to Conditional and delete the last, well, we'll turn them off. So turn off all of these conditions, apart from that one. This one at the bottom, apart from that. The rest of them, disable them. Because what these are doing is they're making a shadow appear, and we don't want a shadow to appear when it's pressed. Okay, now I want you to try and make it look like that button is a part of your text. After you've done that, center it, and wow, that page is starting to get a shape for itself. You've done really well. Let's right click on our register button and select edit. The colour you used on the sign-in text down here, I want you to use that style colour on this button. To change the colour of the button, on Style drop down menu, select the blank box. On colour here, I want you to select a primary colour for your website. As I said earlier, I'm going to use a purple. I'm also going to change the font of this button to Cuisine. Okay, I'm really starting to like the way this page is looking. I think I'll leave it like this for now and get straight to workflows. But I can change it later if I want to. Okay, right click on Register, Edit, Start/Edit Workflow. Okay, you're on your Workflows page. It's been a while since you last came on it and you've sort of forgotten how it works. It's okay, I'm going to walk you through it. Right, press click here to add a new action. Press hover over navigation, account, and then select sign the user up. This is going to ask for an email and a password that will be used to sign the user up. For the email, we're going to use the input email box as value. We're going to use input passwords value too. The value is the text that's written in that text box or input. Okay, so we've filled in them two, but we've still got another two text boxes. What are they for? Well, we've got require password. Require a password confirmation. And then we need to select input confirm password value. Okay, now that we've still got one more text box, what's that going to be? Well, let me show you. Press data on the left of your screen and select user. You probably don't remember creating user. Well, that's right, you didn't. Bubble automatically makes a data type called user that cannot be deleted. Press create a new field on the user data type and type in here username. On the field type, I want you to select text and then create. Wow, you've made a new field called username. That's really good. Let's go back on the Workflows tab we were just on and press change another field on the properties of sign the user up. Now we're going to be able to set what the username is on that new user. We want the username for that new user to be whatever they wrote in the input username box. So we're going to select input usernames value. Okay, now that's working. That will sign the user up. Let's have a little try. First though, we want to add in another action. Select navigation, go to page, index. Index is the landing page of your website. Normally the index page would be the login page, but because we started this website without login, our index page is going to be the chat room. I want you to head over to your index page now. Select the Workflows tab with the index page selected and press click here to add new event. Now select User is logged out. Press click here to add new action, navigation, go to page, sign up. Okay, what this is going to do is if the user is logged out when they load up the index page, it's going to redirect them to the sign up page so they can make an account, because you cannot message without an account on our chat platform. Otherwise, people could send messages without a username and then they cannot be traced back. Although this was originally and still is an anonymous chat room, we still need a way of identifying people, a username, an identifier. Well, we've done that now, haven't we? So now let's get that into action. Select design with the index page selected and move out your shape up and down a little bit just so you have enough space, because you're going to be moving some stuff around. Right, drag your text down like so. Make the text box a little bit smaller for the current sales messages text. And then I want you to make a new text box. You can do this by copying current sales messages text and pasting it. To copy, do Ctrl C with the text box selected, and to paste, do Ctrl V. Okay, now you've got a second one in. Drag it up, size it down, and then put it in the top of this box. Up here is going to be where the user's name is shown that sent the message. Change current sales messages text to current sales messages creator username. Right, now this will display the current sales, which is what each one of these things is in the repeating group, each one of these boxes in the repeating group. Not the grey box, but the other box that's already there without us doing anything. That's a cell. In each cell, you can access a message property. So we want to access the messages creator's username, because that's what's going to be displayed. Okay, I'm confident this is going to work. Let's press preview and see what happens. Remember, we're not logged in yet, so this should redirect us to the register page. Wow, look, it did it. We're back on the register page. But we didn't mean to go there. We got redirected here using that workflow we made earlier. This one, see? User is logged out. Go to page sign up. Right, I'm now going to make an account. I'm going to call it Copycat 64. You can call it whatever you want though. In email, I'm just going to put in a random email. In password, I'm going to put in a random password. And I'm going to press register. In theory, this should make me register and then redirect me to the index page. Okay, that's worked. That's really cool. Let's try writing in a message and seeing what happens. And wow, look, it worked. It displays the username, my username, above the message I sent. If another user comes on and sends a message, their username will appear instead. Okay, so we've done the first bit of this lesson. Now let's do the next bit. Signing in. Close the tutorial chat, or whatever you called your apps tab, debug tab, and then back on the workflows page, at the top, select the drop down for pages and select add a new page. Oh sorry, no, we've already added it. Never mind, I'm being silly. Press the drop down menu and select login. Now this page doesn't have anything on yet, so we need to add the stuff. Add in two inputs and 2 buttons. and one text. Okay, now like before, this does not look very attractive. I agree with you, but don't worry, we'll make it look nice. Center your inputs and make them the same width and height. Do this by copying one and pasting it using the Control-C and Control-V we learnt earlier. Okay, I've centered my inputs and I've made them the same length and width. Now let's make our login button. The login page is going to allow users to log into accounts they previously registered. Remember earlier we made registering? Well, now we want people to be able to log in to the accounts they registered. Okay, so we've got our text like last time and we're going to follow the same principle. Select blank on style and on the font select Cuisine or whatever font you want. Change the font size and center it, most importantly. Now I want you to press right click on your text and center horizontally and then write don't have an account ? And this is going to be like a question just like last time, and then we're going to have our little button. Now I'll remind you of the style we have our button. We press blank here, centered, select the font you use for the rest of the text, select the right font size, on background style select none, on shadow style select none, and on conditional disable the first two. Okay, now we need to change our font colour because right now our background's white and our text is white. This will make the text invisible. Okay, I'm going to colour my text purple because that's the theme of my site. Now, in the text, I want you to write register or sign up even. Depends what you prefer. Size it down, put it under don't have an account. And wow, you've done it again. Well done. You're really starting to get the hang of bubble styles now. And elements moved around. Now we are going to change the style of this button. Do this just how we always do by selecting the blank text. Select the font you like using. And change the back colour to whatever your primary colour is on your website. Now, we need to change the placeholder values for our text boxes. On this one here, we want to write in email. And on this one here, we want to write in password. Unfortunately, on Bubble, you cannot make users log in with usernames. It has to be emails and passwords. To be honest, I don't really mind though, because I always prefer to use emails. Right, now let's start getting some workflows made. First, we're going to do the register button, because it's very simple. Right click on register, edit, start/edit workflow. Press click here to add an action, navigation, go to page, destination, sign up. Okay, that button's done. I know, right, that was fast, wasn't it? And it still works. It's brilliant. Right, now let's right click on login, edit, start/edit workflow, navigation, account, log the user in, and then on email we need to select input emails value, and on password we need to select input passwords value. On stay logged in, this is all your choice. Personally, I don't like users being logged in. If you'd like to, you can also add a text box in on the login page that users can decide if they want to stay logged in. But for now, I think we're just going to select no for that. On remember the email, you can select what you want, yes, no. For me, I'm going to put yes. Now X out of that and press click here to add new action. Select navigation, go to page, index. Alright, there's one or two more things we need to do. And then we'll have done. Select sign up here on the page we did earlier and right click on sign in button. Select start/edit workflow. Click here to add new action. Navigation. Go to page. Log in. Alright, there's one last thing we need to do. We don't want users going to the sign up page if they're already logged in. So we're going to add a new event saying if the user is logged in. Navigate to the index page. And we're going to copy this workflow and paste it into the sign in page too. So to copy the workflow, right click on this box here and select copy. Now head over to the login page, hover over the click here to add an event, right click and then select paste. And boom, you've pasted your first workflow. Right, now let's try testing out our website. Preview. Okay, it's seen that I'm logged in and it's taken me straight here. So we know that's working. For the purposes of the video though, I'm going to log myself out by deleting my account. To do this, I'm going to go on data over here. App data. And here we can see every data type that has an instance made of it. Remember last episode we were talking about creating instances of data types? Well, they're all saved here. So as you can see, all the messages. If you want to delete them or purge them, click on this little checkbox. You can do it one by one, or you can do them all at once. Select delete, confirm, and that'll delete all those messages. Server. Now at the moment we don't have anything in here because we've only got one server and it's made by default, so it does not need an instance. Let's go on all users, and there's ours. That's our account. Let's check that text box and select delete, confirm. Alright, that might have seemed scary, but it's alright. Let's press preview on the sign in page and let's cross our fingers and hope. Okay, it's seen now. We're not logged in, so it's asking us to log in. But wait, we don't have an account anymore because we just deleted it. So we need to head over to the register page. Right, start by filling in the details. Username, email, password, and then hit register. Okay, let's try sending a message on our new account. As you can see, all of the old messages have gone because we deleted them back in the database. Select send message, and wow, look, our message is sent by Copycat64. Hey! Well, aren't I nice? Alright, so in this episode, we've done the sign in page, the sign up page, we've learned a little more about data types, we've learned about the app data tab, we've done more to do with styles, and we've also started using these new types of buttons. I really do hope this episode has helped you. Leave any comments down in the description. The next episode will be released shortly. Thanks for watching. Bye.